Brian Barry. GAA editor at Brian G. Barry. James Horan to take time to ponder future as Mayo manager following Kerry defeat. Mayo senior football manager James Horan says he will take time to decide whether he will remain at the helm. The fourth season in his second term as boss. Comito an end on Sunday with a 1-18-0-13 defeat to Kerry in the All-Ireland SFC quarterfinal. James Horan says he will take time to ponder his future as manager of the Mayo senior footballers. Sunday's All-Ireland quarterfinal defeat brings to an end the fourth season in his second stint at the helm. He ended his first term in charge after 4 years in 2014. Sponsored link. Ukraine latest. Sri Lanka sends 2 ministers to Russia for oil. Nikkei Asia. Recommended by. There is no real looking forward now, we just had a chat in there. It's never a time to make rash promises or decisions or statements after the end of a season like that, so everybody will take a bit of time, he said at full time. Everyone will take time to reflect, for sure. It has been a tough year. If you were designing a year, it would be the absolute inverse of what we had, from no pitches to play leagues, into no training. Pitches to no trainings, we had to cancel trainings, the amount of injuries, it was one of those raggle-taggle kind of seasons, but to the credit of the players, they kept going and kept battling. We were down a lot of games and it would be very easy just for you to call it a night but didn't, kept going, so huge credit to the lads involved. And he said the defeat to Kerry ultimately came down to wayward shooting. I think we got 4 points from 16 shots in the second half, he reflected. I think we had piles of attacks today, we had an awful lot of attacks, we just didn't get the return from the possession that we had. I think that's it, and they, Kerry, certainly did, so that was the difference. We had a couple into the goalie's hands at a key time. I think that knocked us a little bit and gave them strength. That was where they got ahead into a comfortable lead and they managed it from there. He was in no mood for excuses, after the match was delayed by 1 hour due to Galway Armagh going to penalties. I don't think it was too bad, he stated. I suppose it was difficult that you don't know that it was an hour. There was nothing formal. There was, it could be 4:30, it could be 4:45, it could be 5. If it was clearer regardless, I think that'd be easier to handle. Look, it was the same for both teams, we tried to handle it as well as we can. It's not a scenario you're in very often, but I think it was fine. And he was frustrated by the decision to show Aidan Ashia a black card in the first half. Not really sure what it was for. There was obviously contact, so if he thought the contact was taking the man out or whatever, but I am not fully sure, I thought we did a lot of stuff right and our turnovers were very impressive. A lot of the scores Kerry got in the first half, and look, I know it's always the case, but they were probably from mistakes we made where we were in a good attacking position. Look, that's the big area where we need to make improvements.